Purgatory, the English rendition of Argentine author Tomás Eloy Martínez's Purgatorio, published in 2008, marked his final literary work before his passing in 2010. Centered around Emilia Dupuy, an elderly woman whose life takes a dramatic turn when she seemingly encounters her long-deceased husband 30 years after his supposed death, the novel is lauded for its concise, journalistic prose and unflinching depiction of the emotional aftermath of Argentina's dirty war. This dark period in Argentine history, initiated in 1976 when a military junta led by Jorge Videla seized control, was characterized by rampant human rights violations, notably the forced disappearances of thousands of political dissidents, known as the desaparecidos. Purgatory commences with a perplexing scenario. 60-year-old Emilia Dupuy, seated in a local New Jersey eatery, spots her husband, Simón Cardoso, who vanished 3 decades prior, in Argentina. Both being cartographers, Simón disappeared during a mapping expedition in the Argentine countryside. At a military checkpoint, they were apprehended and detained. Emilia, daughter of the Machiavellian Orestes Dupuy, a significant figure within the ruling regime, was forcefully sent back home, separated from her husband indefinitely. She never laid eyes on him again. The shock of his sudden reappearance is compounded by a perplexing detail. He appears unchanged from the time of his disappearance, youthful, vigorous, and handsome, in his prime. Emilia, understandably bewildered, struggles to trust her senses, having spent years searching for Simón. In the second chapter, the narrative transitions from third to first person. The unnamed narrator reveals himself as the author of the story, mirroring Martínez's own existence as a writer and educator at Rutgers. This narrator, a recurring figure throughout the novel, introduces himself as Emilia's neighbor, observing her from a distance. Eventually, he initiates a friendship with her after encountering her in a local grocery store. Their interactions lead to several interviews, providing significant insight into Emilia's story within the novel, although the narrator does not recount the entirety of her tale. He discovers that Emilia's father was a key figure in the propaganda machinery of Argentina's ruling regime, wielding considerable power. He was also ruthless, callously committing his wife to a care facility and aiding his son-in-law in establishing a Ponzi scheme that ultimately collapsed, a predicament he resolved by nonchalantly relocating the son-in-law, his daughter, and their child to the U.S. to live in hiding, without their consent. Their situation, though imposed, seemed preferable to that of his second son-in-law, Simón, whom Emilia suspects her father was involved in disappearing. In many aspects, Orestes epitomizes the ruling elite of Argentina's military junta during the Dirty War. The narrator's interactions with Emilia, gradually revealed through interviews, begin to influence his psyche. His connection with Emilia, who might exist solely in his imagination, compels him to confront the reality of a world where individuals can vanish without a trace. This prompts the narrator to question his own perception of reality. Additionally, this underscores a pivotal theme of Purgatory. The novel resists simple linear progression and conventional logic, presenting a layered narrative that envelopes Simón's return in profound ambiguity. While some readers may find this ambiguity vexing, it serves as the true essence of the novel, an exploration of truth in a society where governments routinely manipulate truth and individuals must often deceive themselves to maintain hope. As the novel concludes, numerous inquiries linger. How much of the narrator's account is genuine, and how much is allegorical representation of the multitude of Argentinians displaced during the Dirty War? Martínez's deliberate choice to leave loose ends untied in a narrative filled with uncertainties can be interpreted as a commentary on the influence of propaganda and self-delusion during Argentina's Dirty War era, a message that resonates in an era where distinguishing fact from fiction is increasingly challenging. Purgatory stands as one of the few English-language novels addressing Argentina's Dirty War, offering valuable insight into a tumultuous period of history. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you did, and be sure to subscribe. Thank you.